All right, I believe we're recording. Okay, let's go ahead and mute. Can I do this here? Okay, guys. Hi, welcome to our MissFits Nation team call. It is the last Sunday in April. It is April 28th, and I cannot believe this month flew by. So, hi, sweet boy. So thank you all for taking the time out of your busy Sunday afternoon/evenings to join us today. So really our call is going to emphasize what is May focus. What is your focus for May? And we all just want to share what our focus is, how our invites are going, and how we can push each other and support each other this month. And let's go big, right? Let's go big. Let's just not shoot for Success Club 5. Let's shoot for, wait for it, Success Club 30. That's 15 people. 15 people to help this month, okay? And I think we can all do that. Like if we are striving for larger numbers and we're all working together, we can get there. And even if we don't, we could very well reach over our normal limit of people that we reach each month. So instead of Success Club 5, we're at Success Club 10, or maybe it's 12. So we're helping more people. That is the goal this month, to help more people than you did last month. And we are all going to go big, okay? So to start that off is with, if you're not part of the Ultimate Portion Fix Master Series, you need to watch that this month. Who is a part of, or who has signed up to start being part of the Master Series? Okay, so if you haven't yet, you can go in, it's underneath our Master Series, underneath the Nutrition tab, and in there, there's like a great business section from Carl to help us grow our business, some questions to ask. She has social media posts. I've used a couple of those and had, good interaction with them. And then the interaction I took those people's names and I followed up with them just to get those conversations started. What's really great is that there is a challenge guide. And what she does is, for April, right now it's the spring cleaning. So for this month, you're inviting, you are sharing, you are following like the social media training guide that they have in order to get people into your May group of the spring cleaning group. Does that make sense? And then in May, her focus is going to be on families, all right? So whether that's with your kids, with your spouse, or with your parents, or whatever family that you want to invite to, or to have your challengers invite and bring in, that is what the focus is going to be in May, which then you will do the challenge group in June. Did that make sense, guys? Yeah. So if you haven't already, I would encourage you guys to go in and take a look at that. Look at the social media guide, look at the challenge group guide, which is so awesome because that gives us the information, the posts that we need to do our challenge groups on a monthly basis, and the focus to invite people to. So we're not every month thinking like, okay, what am I going to be inviting to now? What is my theme? What are my goals? Things like that. Okay. And then starting in May, it's going to be, was it $19.90 something a month? So it's $20 a month, and totally worth it for all the education. She has special speakers that come in. This month was over the mindset piece. That's just like a wealth of information. And if we sell one challenge pack to help people, we have already covered our monthly continuing ed piece right there, okay? So yes, Jen, the social media posts, what'd you say are gold? And the social media post trainings are gold too. Oh, absolutely. Yes. So good. So good. Let's see here. So, and then if you guys are in Autumn's Facebook Ultimate Portion Fix Coach Test Group, she did a live video yesterday. she answers some really great questions. She talks a little bit more about what the Master Series is all about. But she also talks about that they are opening a specific Master Coach exclusive Facebook group. So I know many of us are certified or we're working on our certification for UPF, that once you get that, you can go into that exclusive Facebook group with her. She will be going in live, providing us with some really great information. I think answering questions. There wasn't like a lot of details that went into that, but just to have access to her in a one area in a group on Facebook is going to be amazing. And just the wealth of knowledge and experience that she brings is just only going to help us as professionals, but most importantly, to help our challengers to really reach their goals and to share this amazing blessing that we have all experienced through this. Okay, let's see here. They really just emphasized showing up. Consistency is key, right? We all know that, and it's always nice to hear it again and again. Something that I'm going to do this month is, because I really, really want to reach that high goal of Success Club 30, or most importantly, my goal of helping 15 new people. And I am going to sit down probably tomorrow and map out what my posts are going to look like. I'm going to be sharing my transformations. I'm going to be sharing on the good days, on the bad days, because I need to get back into that. And it may not always be on Tuesdays, Transformation Tuesdays. It may not always be on Mondays. So I might kind of alternate throughout the week when that will be. But I want to make sure going into May, I have a solid plan of this day I'm inviting to our group. This day I'm inviting to the coach opportunity. This day, I am sharing my journey. I'm sharing my food, things like that. So I have a solid plan in place, and I'm going to encourage all of you guys to do that as well. Let me see here. Oh, something else that was really good too, and I saw this in our coach test group. Just a really great idea is to take the Fixate 2 cookbook. Did you guys remember seeing that in the coach test group? And they had a picture of the Fixate cookbook and said, what foods do you think you would have to give up to, like, for a workout program or to eat healthy? And whatever comments you received, you'd go through the cookbook. Like people would be like, chocolate, I just love chocolate, or wine. But you can come back and say, hey, you can have these delicious brownies. Dessert, you can have these mini blueberry pies, things like that, and show them, yeah, you still can have everything you want. You're just adding healthier ingredients to make your body feel better. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that one out too. Okay. Looking at my notes, guys, sorry. Oh yeah, what I was going to ask is, have any of you guys used any of the social media posts from the Master Series, and how did that go? Jen, go for it. You want to share?
I did use one of them. So in her ongoing coach, actually I've used a couple, but in the one that's freshest in my mind, she has one in the ongoing Coach Master Series, and it was a post that she did talking about how it was something about how people ask her all the time, how do you stay so consistent? And inviting people to join you on that. And I did like a 4-year transformation picks from 4 years. So from the 4 years of it. So like my first one in 2016, my second one or another one, 2017, one in 2018, and one in 2019. And I talked about inviting, because she tells you exactly even what to say in there. And one thing that like just kept standing out to me is she said in there, and I wrote this in my post, was, I'm not asking you to go on a diet with me. I'm asking you to adapt a healthy lifestyle with me and doing this together. I actually got engagement on that more than I have in a long time. So did I sell anything off of it? Not yet, but I got engagement off of it, and I got, people interested in it. So I think so often it's always, I share transformation. pictures all the time. It's always before and after, before and after, before and after. But I think painting that picture of what consistency looks like over time for people to see that, and they can still see that, you know, you've evolved over that amount of time, I think is actually really good for people to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I did do that one. And there was another one I did too, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Amber or Emily, Dawn, Tabitha, did any of you guys use any of those? One of the other ones that I used was the emoji post, and it was just saying, you know, post below an emoji how you feel your workouts and your nutrition is going. And I had a lot of really great people. They were like rock stars. And then some people, I even put that post into my stories on Facebook and on Instagram. So I was able to get, I guess, reach a variety or a wider scale of people. Because some people will just watch my stories, some people will watch stories and comment. So I was able to, those that didn't have the rock star emojis or were kind of like, I'm all right, I could reach out to them and just say, hey, you know, how are you doing? Why did you put down this emoji? You know, how can I help you? Or just start that communication right there. So I've started some conversations, which, you know, I'm hoping will turn into May and get them started. So, okay, so Amber,
stories.
What, Dawn?
Didn't Amber use stories from the Ultimate Portion Fix that they set up? Amber.
She's shaking her head yes.
Sorry, I was upstairs like finishing up meal prep, and then my phone was dying, so I like ran to go get my charger when I got downstairs. I've used quite a few different ones. It always starts conversations. I have 3 share carts pending at the moment, but no triggers pulled yet. And then I did a super big like I posted my certification Friday, and I have a couple conversations going from it. I posted it on my personal page. I never post on my personal page. And so some people here, so they do definitely help. Obviously you have to then seal the deal yourself and talk them through it more, but it definitely helps you get conversation started and the wheels kind of rolling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree. Amber, would you like to share what your next group is and how you're focusing on inviting and the, what do you want to call it? The flow of it?
Yeah. All right. So Ultimate Portion Fix is like huge for me right now. I'm in love with it. Obviously, most of you know, but maybe not everybody knows. Last year, 80-day obsession with a time nutrition for long term changed everything about my life. It took any of the wishy-washy, sometimes I'll use my containers and sometimes I won't, into I use them every single day. We have made meal prepping on Sunday as a family occasion that never gets skipped. Like, it has changed my life. So when Ultimate Portion Fix came out with its certification, my head exploded. I literally did all of the classes for the customer and the coach in like 3 or 4 days. Like, it was hard to stop the first day. I just wanted to do them all because I was that excited. And then we had to sit for a few weeks until customers could get it. And I was really worried about the slowing momentum and excitement that I had for it because it was feeling old. And like I had already talked about it too much. So I feel that way a lot of times between my groups. Like if I have a new group going and I'm like, what am I inviting to? Who am I reaching out to? What's going on? So because of those two things, I have decided that I am now going to run or launch a new Ultimate Portion Fix group every other week. So twice a month, I will start a brand new Ultimate Portion Fix group. The first 2 weeks is going through the material, hearing it, going through the workbook. It's when they really invest in it. And then after that, they get started on the process and using the containers. And I feel like by the time I get to that point, I can help them work through it, but I want more people jumping in, ready to go. It also makes it to where I never stop inviting. I'm constantly have another group in 2 weeks. So my first group actually starts tomorrow. And then if you want to write down these dates, I'm going to give you the dates tentatively now, and I will update them if they change. But this group, invite to it. You are more than welcome to invite your new UPF people to it. Your old UPF people, if they bought it but they haven't actually pulled the trigger and started doing it, invite them. We want them in here. We want them to have this success. So I have a group starting tomorrow, which is April 29th. If you have anybody that's ready, let me know. I'm opening up the group tonight. And then my next group will be May 13th. And then technically it's supposed to be the 27th, but that's Memorial Day. So let's be real honest. We'll probably push it till Tuesday that week because nobody's starting on Memorial Day. So the 13th and the 28th in May. And then June will be, can I do it? The 10th and the 24th. So May 13th and 28th in June 10th and June 24th. And my sole purpose right now is to keep doing that because I know we have other things coming. There's always going to be another workout program. There's always going to be something new. But for me, at my core, these containers and this system, this is it. I don't care what else comes out, what workout goes on. I want to help people understand how to eat for a living because I've worked out until I couldn't work out anymore and I still didn't lose weight and I still didn't feel better. But eating this way and really committing to this made so much impact on me and my family. So I will gladly lead the charge on a new group every 2 weeks. If you have one person, if you just need somewhere for them to go, if you need somewhere to go, if you're doing it and you're struggling and you want to really push in, please come, jump in. I want you there. I want everybody to be successful with what we have. And I'm going to stop, Liz. I'm going to start preaching. It's going to get out of control. Just shut me down and let's move on.
No, Amber, that was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love your passion. I love your drive. And I love that you have something planned for the next 2 months. I mean, and it's like every other week. I wrote down your dates. So I will go in later this evening and I will put those in and just say that, you're welcome to invite to Amber's UPF group. So, and I wrote down a quote, eat for a living. How to teach them how to eat for a living. Love it, my friend. Okay, Jen, would you like to share now? I don't know where that voice came from.
I'm kind of piggybacking even on what Amber said, like always having a plan, always talking about what do you need? Always having ultimate portion fix, the containers, whatever nutrition system it is that works for you. Whatever it is that works for you, follow that, share that. That's your passion there, right? So for myself, it's it's ultimate portion fix. It is not, I am not a to be girl. But ultimate portion fix, love. And I think it can help, it's my thing. So I talk about it, invite to it. If I find a to be person, then great. But that being said, Liz and I, we still run our groups together, our boot camp together. We have definitely found that for both of us, we function much better with one group. Having us placed in a couple different groups, it was too much for us to handle and do well. So we are running the Ultimate Portion Fix challenge group guides in our boot camp, even with people who don't have Ultimate Portion Fix. So at least they kind of see what it is, and when they're ready to jump on, they're jumping on. We are starting our group on May 13th with Prep Week. And so, inviting all the way up through that, and I'm sure maybe even possibly sealing the deal on that even during that week if we had to, so that they are ready to go on, I guess on the 20th, even though that is Memorial Day weekend, but we'll work it out. So that is our goal as of right now. we are doing the spring cleaning challenge group guide that Autumn has posted, because her challenge group guides are great. They work, and we still go in, even though we don't necessarily come up with our own posts, we still go in there and talk to our boot camp, to the ladies in there all the time. I won't say it's every single day, but I would say it's probably 4 to 5 times a week. We go in there live and chat with them and just ask how things are going, give them encouragement. We'll talk about, random stuff that's going on. So we stay connected, we comment, we do all that stuff still. And it works for us and our schedules, and it works for the group, and it's keeping them going. And so we're doing that. I also was going to share, like Amber said, there's always something coming up. So for the foreseeable future, it'll be Ultimate Portion Fix, 21-day fix real time, 21-day fix extreme real time. Like those are kind of going to be pretty much like that'll kind of be the thing I'm inviting to now for the foreseeable future, especially with May's content for their master coach being focused on families, and then turning that around and making that a June thing. So inviting people to do that with their kids, especially over the summer, and get that like nutrition going for the whole family, making it fun. But I also wanted to say I'm starting already to talk about Morning Meltdown 100. So I'm not talking about it in posts, but every time I have a conversation with a challenger, like I just did right before we got on this call, or my discount coaches, I'm already talking to them about Morning Meltdown 100 and saying, that's coming down the pipeline, get ready for it. It's going to be so much fun. And so far, everybody's been really excited about it. So I think just sprinkling that along with it, and I think I maybe even talked about it in our boot camp once or twice, but keeping that kind of going on the forefront so that they're not all like, oh, what is that? It always gives us a plan. So we'll see, we have a plan, but sometimes we wing it too.
Always having a plan is good. If you have to wing it for a bit, that's totally fine too. Sometimes you have to go in the direction where your people are going. Emily or Dawn, do you have any specific groups that you guys are running? Let me unmute you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like cooking, and we just got back from.
Oh, so sorry.
Being away. No, we just have our current regular Facebook group that Dawn and I have been running, and we've been doing some UPF and some things like that in there. No other individual groups right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. How's that group going for you?
It's okay. We have like our few like regulars that are, doing their own thing. I have a couple new people that I'm adding that I'm hoping that are actually added this weekend. So that's good, but it ebbs and flows, and we're down low right now. So we just need a little bit of revival.
Yeah.
Like restart every month or do a new group? Because we basically were running like our group. And, we keep it going because that was one of the things that we were doing there for a while. But are you guys restarting every month, or what are you doing?
No, we just stay in one group, and Tabitha's in there too. So Tabitha, feel free to pop in whenever you would like to share, like any feedback that you have. But no, we just keep one group. We may change like the challenge guides, or that's what we really do. We just change the challenge guides or focus, but it's all together. So people are doing UPF. Some people are just focusing on their workouts right now, and then going to get into the nutrition. So we just have them all in one group, but we're not always opening up a new group.
Nope, we just keep adding new people in there. It's at some point, I do think maybe when this summer, maybe we should maybe close down the one we have and start up a new one, just because it kind of like reinvigorates it a little bit and sheds some of those who are no longer current and don't want to renew their BOD or renew their HD. Like sometimes it's kind of good to kind of do a refresh in that sense, but I don't do that. We don't do that every month. It's too much.
No, and we do like every few months ask like, if you'd like to leave, feel free. We support you in that. If you are like, I need help getting back on, reach out to us. We'll send out private messages to people, things like that too. Just try to revive it up a little bit and see where everybody's at. And some people just like to be in there to check things out and just do their own thing. So.
Yeah, because right now we've got coaches who aren't even working it, sadly. And so we can't really close the group the way we would really like to because we're not allowed to.
Oh.
Because somebody's chicken.
Yeah, our group right now is like, it's Team List Group that we've taken over for the last few years. Couple years really, and just running. And currently nobody really there is really even working. The other coaches are, posting, they're doing their own thing, but I'm not sure there's a lot of activity for like Lynette, Kai, anybody right now. So we're in just a funny place where we really need to just start our new own group on our own and just do that, to be honest, and move. And with that, move, make that announcement. Whoever wants to come with us will go, and maybe that will be their kind of revival, you know what I mean, for them as well.
Yeah, and you could use the UPF spring cleaning.
Yes.
Talk. Yeah. This is what we're doing. We're starting fresh.
Yeah.
Do that. I would do that. I would absolutely do that, because hanging on to that, and when there's no interaction in a group, I mean, you guys probably know this, but then the Facebook algorithm, it doesn't pop into people's news feeds, and there's no reminder. So sometimes you have to shut them down if they have barely a pulse, so that you can get it going again, and it'll get into news feeds. But I would absolutely go say, we're going to do our own UPF spring cleaning group. We're going.
Yeah. Because the problem is that we're both too nice. Believe it or not, I'm also nice, but just having a hard time breaking away.
Let's do it.
You gotta cut those apron strings.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, it's kind of like what we did. It's kind of like what we did here, right? I mean, we started our own little coach page here.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes a little bit of a rebirth is good.
I agree 100%.
Yes. That is all that I have to share. Does anybody else have anything that you guys would like to share? If you guys want to hop on to Julie's call, it starts in about 6 minutes, so we want to be off before then. But does anybody have any questions going forward, or for this week, or the group? Anyone? No? Okay. So Amber, I'll go ahead and post your, I'll go ahead and post your dates up there for everybody. And then Jen, I can post our date too, if people want to hop in there as well. And you guys, we're gonna go for big numbers with helping people, because this has been a blessing for us. It has helped us immensely in our life, and just, yeah.
One thing that the number 30, even though it scares the poo out of me, is that 5 is that, I'm going to space my 3 people out over the month, and I can't invite now because I might need that person next month, or I need that person. It just the number 3 messed with my head. 30, if I don't hit it, you're constantly going, and you have to have that cycle, as opposed to I can do one this week, one. It just 30 just seems like so different and game changing.
Oh, so different. Yes.
Well, that's what Carl shared at their Indiana Super Saturday. He said 30 is the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Coaches wanting to make an income, 30 was the sweet spot.
Yeah. So.
And if you can just think of it as 15 people, think of how many people you run into throughout the whole month too, of meeting new people. So, we can do this, ladies. We can do this.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need your high fives.
Are you guys jumping over to the other call?
I gotta eat.
Yes.
Yeah. Finishing dinner. I'll be on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be making dinner.
Sorry. I'm doing hear all the noises on my kitchen.
Bye, guys.
All right. Well, you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you over on the other page. Bye.
Okay. Bye.